The most expensive presidential address in the United States is not in Hollywood or Manhattan. It is plot 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue in Washington, the White House, which is currently occupied by Barack Obama, who raised nearly $750 million in 2008 to win the presidency and move in there. The two major U.S. parties, the Democrats and Republicans, are locked in a massive fundraising effort that escalates with every presidential election. In 1992, the two parties raised a total of $135 million. 16 years later, in 2008, they collectively took in $1.68 billion. Where does all that money go? At the independent research organization, the Heritage Foundation in Washington, analyst Brian Darling outlines the high cost of campaigning.
The various things that make it so expensive are the advertisements. It costs millions of dollars to run ads, whether it be radio or TV, the traveling expenses throughout the country. It's going to cost a lot of money for these candidates to travel on a daily basis, and also the massive campaign organizations that these candidates need to put together.
In Uganda, state-affiliated media and those owned by allies of those in government have always rejected appeals by those in the opposition to use their media, with such avenues left to the incumbent regime. In the 1970s, the U.S. Congress created a federal regulatory agency called the Federal Electoral Commission, or FEC. Its twin goals are accountability and transparency, as outlined by Commissioner Cynthia Boali.
Everything that campaigns and candidates and parties do in our system is reported to our central location here at the FEC, and that is almost immediately available to anyone who wants it on our website.
In Uganda, such laws are not heard of, and individuals use all at their disposal to turn things in their favor, with reports that state resources have been splashed in favor of the incumbents.
More or less, these individuals are imposed on the people, right from 1961. Somebody just says, okay, we are voting Obote, we are voting this one. There is a coup, leaders come in. You know, the question now is, if you don't vote Museveni, whether you don't vote for him or not, he will still be in power.
Along with creating the FEC, Congress also created a system of public financing under which, in exchange for government funds, candidates accept limits on other cash they might raise. But in the 2012 presidential race, no candidate from either party have accepted public funding, a deviation from our status quo where public resources are openly used during the campaign process. Sabit Joseph, WS Television.